No matter your perspective, we've got you. No matter your background, we've got you. Unapologetically holding you down. Tribe Talk, we got you. Welcome back to another Tribe Talk radio show with your hosts, Tiffany Hatton, Santisha Walker, and Trinetta Burrell.
Today, we're having a conversation that centers around the recent breaking news that Halle Berry is starring in the remake of Disney's Little Mermaid. We're talking about Recoloring America. Yes. Are we ready?
Yes,
are
we ready?
We're ready.
We ready.
So as you all know, Tribe Talk Radio Show is all about being yourself, letting your hair down. We want this to be a really safe haven where you can connect with other women. We are blood sisters. We want you to connect with women on that level. They may or may not be your blood sister, but make sure you are living your best life, living unapologetically, and we will continue to hold you down.
Right.
You can listen to our shows weekly, Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch us on Spreaker and Skyhawk Radio every other Saturday, as well as our YouTube channel every other Saturday. Be sure to share with your tribe of ladies and use hashtag Tribe Talk Radio Show. If you haven't already, like us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter because we tweet now, y'all. And definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us at Tribe Talk Radio Show on those other three networks, but on Twitter, you follow us at Tribe Talk Radio. If you would like to advertise your company or sponsor or be interviewed on our show, send us an email at contact@radioshow.com.
All right, let's get down to it, tribe. Let's talk about Recoloring America. Are we ready? So, as Shreya mentioned, this conversation is centered around the controversy recently in social media about Halle Bailey. She's a member of the group Chloe and Halle. She kind of grew up in Disney. She's been around for a little bit. She and her sister are signed to Beyonce's record label, and she's also on the new show Grownish. So just in case you don't know who she is, now you can go look her up. But if you're on social media, most likely you've seen the controversy. She has been officially, they've given her the part of Ariel in the live action movie coming in, the Little Mermaid that they're about to make, Disney's about to make. So, with that, there's some craziness happen. As you all know, traditionally, in the old Little Mermaid, the original, Ariel was a light skin, but white mermaid with red hair, blue eyes. Mermaid, though, let me just point that out. She was a mermaid, which we all know are mythical creatures, right? And so basically the controversy is this: why is Disney casting a black woman for a white woman's role?
Right.
Halle announced this, I believe it's been a couple weeks, I don't have the exact date, but it's been a couple weeks, and they announced it, Disney announced it, Chloe and Halle posted it, and I promise you guys, I had maybe about an hour to be excited before the craziness started online. There are petitions out there where people are actually signing and trying to raise money and everything to get Halle kicked out of the role. Because they feel offended, specifically white girls. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them are saying they're offended and it's their turn.
Their turn for what?
Basically, I guess, have a cause to fight about. That's kind of how I felt when I saw some of the, and I, like, guys, do some research too, but like go on social media, you can, hashtag Halle as Little Mermaid or Little Mermaid 2019, all of it, and you'll see they're not happy. There's hashtag not my Little Mermaid or not my Ariel.
Yeah.
Same thing they did to Obama, not my president.
Not my president.
Yeah, and then they also on the pictures. Did you put it on the picture on the flyer on this particular
flyer?
I
didn't put it on this flyer, but there are pictures out there of her
big giant lips.
Yeah, huge lips.
Buck teeth. And she's extremely dark, giant lips and buck teeth.
Yep. They're trying to play it.
They're trying to go back.
Yeah.
They're trying to go back. What's it called? Blackface. Black highlight look like the blackface.
And so this is the center of it, but we have more examples of role reversal, right? But the question is, I think my biggest issue with this was Ariel being a fake creature. She's not a real white woman. Mermaids are not real. As far as we know, mermaids are not real. So a mermaid can be any color, right? Also, does the person cast in this role embrace the authenticity of Ariel, the voice, the voice of Ariel, the gentleness of Ariel, and all of that. Yeah. If you look at Halle's track record, if you listen to her sing, she has an amazing singing voice, and if you know The Little Mermaid, like some people claim they do and love, she will do that part justice. Just her vocals alone,
right?
Even just her vocals alone. She has a very nice voice, nice speaking voice, just like Ariel, and so I think people are missing the point, and I think they're trying to find something to fight about here, because she fits the role.
And they're probably scared to hear another hashtag Black Girl Magic. What Miss America,
Black Girl Power,
and Miss North Carolina were both women of color recently. So it's a lot of melanin popping out here, and that may be intimidating other cultures. But how everybody say, their favorite Disney was like Lion King. Mine was Little Mermaid.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't know that.
Loved it. I remember. I've always told people that's like one of my. That and Aladdin.
Yeah, Jasmine was mine.
Aladdin, But and Mermaid came out before Aladdin, so I just remember just thinking, they're remaking all these Disney movies. Are they ever going to make another Little Mermaid? And when I saw that, I was excited as well.
Right.
I don't follow Chloe and Halle that much. I've heard about them, but I don't follow them. But she seems like she would be a great fit. I know she seems very soft spoken, so I'm happy for her.
I am too, and I'm glad to have another Black princess, because the only one we have is Tiana from New Orleans. So I mean, that's the only Black princess we have. So now we have another Black princess that, like you said, is mystical being. She's make believe. She's not any type. She's not one thing. So I'm glad my daughters have someone else to look up to if that looks like them.
Exactly. Two things. I got so much to say about this, because I'm a huge Chloe and Halle fan, so I was all for it. I was like, yes, beautiful Black queen. She resembles me. Obviously, she has locks.
That's
you know what I mean. So she's a little younger than I am, but I'm like, hey, you know your thing. I look up to you. I look up to your grind. I look up to everything that you stand for. But I will say the original Ariel. So, Lord, what is her name? I can't remember right now. I'll find it before we get off this. The original Ariel,
the cartoon, or
the lady who did the voice,
the
voice of the original Ariel. She spoke out in sort of a press conference, and she supports the decision of Disney hiring Halle for this role. She focused her points around Halle, like I said, being a good fit for the role.
Right.
She says Disney is trying to tell a story, and what all these fans that are upset have to ask themselves: does this fit the story that Disney is trying to tell?
Right.
Does this is she able to embody this character and deliver the story? And yes, she is. So she supports that decision. So all of y'all that are like, this is not my Ariel, your Ariel supports the decision of Halle being a Black woman, playing the role that she played, and that means a lot. Because she's the original. But she doesn't have a problem.
That's good.
No matter who they chose, whether it was white, brown, yellow, whoever, that's the point. Can she tell that story?
Can she tell the story?
And it just happened to be Halle who could tell that story.
And I guarantee you, most of the people that have issues don't even know who Halle is outside of seeing her picture beside, the promo for this new movie.
That's a good point, because had they not did that, nobody would have cared.
Right.
You're right, because a lot of times people don't know who's behind the character voices like that. So I would have known. When you told me, I was like, oh, that's cool, that's what's up. But it really didn't matter.
Right.
And why does it not matter? Like if it's a white person that's doing it, let's playing a Black person's role, and it's not, nobody cares. But when a Black person comes in and play a white person role, it's all in the uproar. Because it doesn't matter to us.
That's right.
We, as we talk about colorism, we don't care who plays it. We just want to see the story and enjoy the story.
That's right.
But we did have some issues when we go back to Cleopatra.
Because that's relevant to the time and the area.
It's a real person.
It's a real person.
Yeah.
Right.
She's real.
If for those who don't know, some new school may not know, Cleopatra was played by Elizabeth Taylor, who was nothing close to Black. And we
or olive or whatever other color code you keep claiming that
skin tone was not even remotely close to that color. Right? But where was the uproar?
I need to calm down.
The hype one is going there.
I'm trying to calm down.
Bringing us along.
I too.
No, but okay, real quick before we we get to Cleopatra, though, you said that you went into, no, maybe it wasn't you, maybe it's something I read. Somebody secretly joined a Facebook group.
Oh, that wasn't me, but no, but
No.
I would like to know.
Oh, okay. Somebody secretly joined a Facebook group. I thought you sent that to us, and then they saw the picture of them mocking the area with the big lips.
Oh.
Okay,
Well-
before I misquote, let me find out where I found that. But there are groups out there, secret groups on Facebook,
Yep.
that are going against the new area, and they're basically like
Mocking
her.
Yep, I'm about to look up some, so I can show you guys while she's doing that,
Yeah.
what I found on Twitter that it was crazy.
Yeah, I think it's just sad though, because like you said, it's not really us, people of color, who are upset. We've seen white faces our whole
We've
life.
been whitewashed ourselves as well.
And so, yes, of course, we're going to have a sense of pride when we see someone with more melanin that looks more like us, hair texture like us.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, because it's a representation of someone more than the norm.
Yeah.
Or what we're
used to.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we're used to. I applaud Disney. I appreciate. Thank you for representing other complexions. To be honest with you, I mean it's a beautiful thing that you're willing to go out there and recolor your story. You're not retelling the story. It's
right.
the same story. You just changing the color, and you're representing America because we are a mix.
That's right.
We're multicultural, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to read something to you guys that Freeform posted. For those who don't watch TV, Freeform is the same thing as ABC Family. Y'all remember that channel? They just changed their name to Freeform. So they tweeted this. Yes, the original author of The Little Mermaid was Danish. Ariel is a mermaid. She lives in an underwater kingdom in international waters and can legit swim wherever she wants, even though that often upsets King Triton, absolute zaddy. Okay, but for the sake of argument, let's say that Ariel, too, is Danish. Danish mermaids can be black because Danish people can be black. Ariel can sneak up to the surface at any time with her pals, Scuttle and Jamaican crab, Sebastian, sorry, flounder, and keep that bronze base tight. Black Danish people, and thus mermaid folk, can also genetically have red hair. But spoiler alert, bring it back to the top. The character of Ariel is a work of fiction. So after all this is said and done, and you still cannot get past the idea that choosing the incredible, sensational, highly talented, gorgeous Halle Bailey is anything other than the inspired casting that it is, because she doesn't look like the cartoon one, oh boy, do I have some news for you about you. I think that was great.
That pretty much sums it up.
Because it's a fictional character.
Yeah.
She technically could be Danish, and Danish people come in all colors, and she's a mermaid. And Sebastian's a crab and Jamaican, and ain't nobody mad about that.
Right.
Good point.
So that's the start to all of this. But to go back to the Cleopatra point, right? Because Shanetta just mentioned, we're recoloring America. And Cleopatra was a form of recoloring, but in a negative way to a lot of us, because like we said, she was a real person. We can reference that. We can go back and trace the history and find out where she was born and look at genetics and DNA, and all of that for people in that area, and see that she probably looked nothing like Elizabeth Taylor, especially with them braids. So don't get me started on that braids. But
oh Lord, I know what you're saying.
Okay, wait, I'm lost.
I'm not.
Because
we always have had braids.
We've
That's
always
nothing
had
new,
braids.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, as if that's a style, kind of like the Kardashians.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's
we've been cornrolling our hair forever.
We've been cornrolling our hair forever, right? And this is just a side note, real quick, when we veer off, y'all. The Kardashians and Caucasian girls, or they're not necessarily Caucasian, they're Armenian, but people who look like that, they did not start the trend of braiding. We've been braiding our hair for years. Box braids, single braids, Senegalese, kinky twists, cornrows, the two French braids, all of it. Go look at National Geographic if you don't believe it.
Yeah.
Go look, go just, okay.
And they don't even know anything about the Kardashians
right
in Africa with the braids in their hair.
So, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
But Cleopatra, that was another form of recoloring America. And the Are We Ready in our title is, are we ready to, one, have this conversation about how it's making everyone feel, And are we ready too to accept that some roles need to stay where they are? Like Cleopatra should have stayed black. And some roles are okay for us to actually recolor and switch things up a little bit because they're fictional.
That's a very, very good point.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we were discussing this show, you know, the creation of it, I didn't think about it from that perspective. You know, one, because I was going to play the devil's advocate, you know, come in. But when you say it like that, you know, you kind of kill my argument a little bit. Because one is a real concrete person, a figure who lived, you know, and the other one is fictional. And with fiction, it's all about your imagination. And if I'm a little black girl, then I would imagine, you know, if I'm seeing that role and being that role, I would imagine me being a little black girl, you know, because it's fiction, you know. It's nothing wrong with that. And I don't, you know, when people, I guess, present this bigotry or that behavior of a bigot, because that's what you are when you know, doing these posts and putting this ugly stuff out here. You're taking away the innocence, you know, of the kids, of the project. You know, you're spoiling everything with your hate, honestly. And if you're that mad, then
don't watch the movie.
Just don't watch it.
Just support it with your money.
Just don't do it. But it's unfortunate. I just think it's unfortunate that we are still have to have these kind of conversations.
This one specifically. She is a fictional character, and it's time for you. When you said they said it's our time, when we're going to have our time. I was like, you've always been your time.
Always,
exactly. When has it never been your time?
Right.
Always your time.
All of the. We got the first Disney princess of color with Jasmine, right?
Yeah.
Jasmine was the first one. Pocahontas. We got Pocahontas, Mulan, Jasmine.
And the thing about it is, Pocahontas still don't really look much like she's supposed to look. Honestly, she still was whitewashed.
Princesses for a long time were white girls.
Yeah.
So you had your time.
Yeah, that's
and
exactly right.
We still are making them. Tangled. What's the girl's name from Tangled? She's a Disney princess. She's white.
Yeah.
Rapunzel. You know what I mean?
Elsa and Anna
are white. So I mean, we're just everybody's getting a turn here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's getting a turn.
So question, here I go, me and you right now. So question. You know, well, what do you say to people who say instead of recreating or recoloring a character, just go create your own?
Well, there are black people are saying that online too.
Yeah, because in that, I love that.
That is a thing.
That like sparks me because even with, y'all remember Martin Luther King? At the end of his life, he said, I realize, don't quote me, I basically led my people into a burning house. Meaning, instead of us trying to integrate, we should have created our own, which we did a lot of times with Black Wall Street.
And we did.
And they were destroyed.
Every time we try.
But
I'm sorry.
I love that because I'm all about create your own.
Yeah.
It may be smaller, so what? Look at Tyler Perry, for example. Did you all see his BET award? Lifetime
achievement. He got honored for something.
He got honored at BET.
Sorry, that's probably like, sorry. Okay, I messed up. I don't know Ariel's name. It's
okay. We're coming from a good place, and we're talking about a real topic. Yeah. But even he was saying the land that he owns, the acres that he owns in Atlanta, used to be a slave owner who they would have like hundreds of slaves on there, and now that is owned by a black man, and he put Tyler Perry Studios. So that whole time frame with hashtag Oscars so white, he was saying that instead of me trying to get into that battle, I say you guys keep fighting that. I'm gonna go create my own.
That's right.
And so now Cicely Tyson was saying that he rejuvenated her career. What's the black actor that came before Denzel? The one that won was the first black Oscar winner. Yes,
and he was
sorry we don't know.
Oh my God, so sorry.
But
I know exactly what you're talking about. Before Denzel.
Yeah, it'll come.
Yeah.
So he was saying that he was saying that Tyler Perry actually renamed one of his studios or something in his studio after him. So he gave homage to those who came before him.
Right.
So I said that to say, creating our own, it may start small. He said that he used media to fund ultimately what he really wanted to do, which was bring on the tickets, bring on those actors that didn't get the notoriety in Hollywood. He said, I'm going to do my own thing. And he didn't make it a huge deal. He just did it. And so sometimes to fight that battle is not worth it. Okay, you guys want Ariel to be white? Y'all can have Ariel. We're going to go and create this. We're going to do it on our own and get the support of Black people.
And I like that, because if we do create our own, we know our culture.
Sidney
That's it. I was about to say, Harry Belafonte. No, that's not it. But if when we create our own, we can interject our own culture. Our own rituals. Different things like that. So that's the beauty of creating our own, retelling our story. And that's a lot of things that's what's going on too. We're taking our story back and we're retelling it, the way we think it should be told. So that's why I was going to play devil advocate and see the other side of the story. We get it, because that's how we felt when they recolored Cleopatra. Well, I wasn't old enough to be offended, but later on I figured it out. But I mean, when they recolored Samson recently, everybody's always known Samson to be traditionally the Bible stories have always been he was a big black man,
and had long
locks with locks. And anytime you say locks, long locks like that, back in the
honestly, Caucasian people are wearing locks these days.
Yes, we do, and especially if you live in the wilderness. I know. I'll be throwing shade anyways. Y'all have. Okay, I'm so sorry. That was you're naturally locked if you don't comb your hair. That's what I'm saying.
I don't comb my hair. But no, you're right.
But as a style,
we're gonna talk about that after the show.
Off the land, living off the land.
Okay, living off the land.
They don't want to use
off grids.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, but what I was saying was, though, he was traditionally a black man. And everybody knows that. But they just, last year they came out with the Samson movie, and he's a white guy.
But that takes.
Go ahead.
But that takes me back to Moses.
Remember
when we used to watch
the Ten Commandments?
That's what it was.
That took me back to that, and I would watch
it.
Well, no black people.
And I'm like,
where were the black people?
And by black, we do mean people of color. So
that's what
y'all understand what we mean.
Yeah. We know not black Americans. We talk about people of color.
Yeah.
But there he wasn't in the movie at all. And that didn't even line up with the biblical story.
It didn't.
So it's a lot.
And so it should make you think, what is the purpose of that?
Right.
Why is there so much whitewashing? And what is our role in that? As black people, we should recognize it. I'm sorry, if you're African American, Black American, Latino, of color,
Jamaican American,
honestly, we feel as Tribe Talk Radio Show, there should be an awareness
wake up
of this whitewashing. It doesn't mean you have to go in the streets and protest, or maybe that's your calling. You attach it whichever way you please, but there should be an awareness of that, because it is happening.
Can't just sweep that under the rug.
No,
not anymore.
And that's what we do when we talk about real stuff.
So are we ready to recolor?
To embrace the recoloring?
To embrace the recoloring and to address the recoloring and see what we can do about it. We can help recolor.
We can.
And recoloring doesn't necessarily mean we're actually, like Shanetta said, we're taking back our story. So recoloring could be we covering over what was whitewashed.
Putting the color back in.
Putting the color back in.
That's good.
But we may be adding a few more too, because there are people in America now outside of white and black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's more. There is diversity here. It's a melting pot. So are we embracing the other cultures as well?
That's
at the same time?
Because it's not always just a black and white issue.
Right.
You're exactly right.
So there's a lot to this.
But a lot of times we lead the movements. A lot of the movements the things that have gotten done in America have been on the back of us, of our speaking out. So even with us talking about Recoloring America and taking a stand and, speaking our piece, we can open the door for other races to have their say and to be seen, because it starts with us. Usually, we usually have the history.
And I think that's why.
We're like the thorn in the flesh. So,
there they go.
So that comment that was made about when is our time, when is our turn, I don't understand that. Because
now it's our turn.
It's always been unless this new Black Girl Magic movement, Black Girls Rock,
Yes.
that's only been around 8-10 years,
Yeah,
maybe.
not very long.
Not long at all.
Yeah,
And I think
so
we
I
have
took
some
that
more.
as, and I wish I could find. If I find the person with the Twitter handle, I will put it out there so y'all can follow them because obviously they want to be seen.
Right.
But I really feel like that means it's our time to have something to fight for. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's our time to whatever, because, you know, I've had conversation with white girls who feel like sometimes Black people are fussing about everything. Right? And that's the best way I can explain. They're like, y'all sensitive about every little thing, you know, bothers you. Y'all fight for everything. It's always something. It's always something. So if you think on that level, then yeah, well, now you're like, oh yeah, now I got something to fight. When it's really not really a fight because it's already established. They've already hired her.
True.
Right.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure Disney's not going to retract that contract just because a few people.
Yeah.
Well,
They
Black
know what they're
Panthers,
doing.
they know Black Panthers set the tone for that one.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna
Exactly.
pull that back.
And here's the deal: you're causing more publicity for people to go see the movie.
True.
Facts. Thank you.
Yeah,
So
thank
the
you.
more
Disney
noise,
says thank you.
yes. So the more noise you make, you know, the more you're causing an uproar
Yeah.
for people to go see it. So what about Annie?
Oh yeah.
I'm not too familiar with it, but I know you said that she replayed the role.
Yeah, she was a little natural Black girl. When I say natural, her curls are natural curly.
Natural curly hair.
And her rich father that adopted her was Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I think this was produced by Jamie Foxx. This was Jamie Foxx production.
Production.
Yeah.
So the storyline was, you know, pretty much the same storyline. It's just they were played by the two leading actors were Black.
Yeah, I just looked up her name to make sure I say it right. Quavenzine Wallace was the main character. She played Annie, and the traditional Annie was a little white freckles. She had freckles, I think, redhead
Yeah,
girl.
I think so.
She had a fro too, though. Annie had a fro too. The
Yeah.
original Annie had a fro.
She did. But I had too.
Rocking a red fro. So yeah, so she was originally white, and the man who adopted her, if you don't know the story, she was an orphan, and she was adopted by a rich man, like a really rich man, and he happened to be a white guy. And in the new Annie, they're both leading roles are both Black, and I'm sure. Well, one thing is for sure, you know, a lot of times I know we're doing a good job of this in newer movies where African Americans are the star actors and actresses. We are not. What am I trying to say? They live decent lifestyles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So fortunately, I think we were kind of ready for it a little bit because we started to see people play a more prestigious
realistic.
role.
Yeah,
It was realistic.
very realistic too.
But I'm pretty sure people had a problem with that too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had a problem with it. They she was a little redhead.
Yeah.
I think the redheads are having issues. Is that what it is?
Some redheads are, well, I do have one redhead actually supports the new Little Mermaid because she said she saw herself in that, and so she wants little Black girls to feel the same way.
I like you.
But as far I like that little redhead too. I find her, you can also follow her. Y'all more followers out here in these streets.
I know.
But yeah, I'm sure they had problems.
Yeah, they
with
did.
that.
They had problems, but it was a really good movie. I like how Jamie, when they do recolor and retell, when they do tell the stories, I like how they modernize it because he could have went back and actually that would have been cool.
That would've been
It would
cool,
have been
too.
cool if he would set it back in that time,
Yeah.
but he took it to today.
Yeah.
And so it was very realistic,
Yeah.
and interactions, and I think that's good because it gives people another viewpoint of Black people, of a wealthy Black man, and it's not all hip hop and industry, and I love hip hop, but it's not all
That's
negative.
not all we are.
You know, that's not all we are. We're not
So
one
much
dimensional.
more than that.
Yes.
And I think that showed that,
I agree.
more than, and it might sometimes movies I find plant seeds and plant ideas and open up people's minds and say they start considering things. So who knows what they did for adoption?
Right.
You know, who knows what they did for Black kids being adopted?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
who knows?
Very true.
You know, so
Y'all make me want to watch Annie tonight.
Go watch
Yeah,
Annie.
Annie's good.
Watch both of them. I even went to see the
a little bit of
play.
the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
just so you can see the comparison
Yeah.
between the two.
Love it.
Did a really good job telling the story, and everybody lived. It's okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day,
Everybody lived.
and it didn't hurt anyone.
Except somebody's
feelings?
racist feelings.
Yeah.
And that's why I say you're a racist.
And I would like to say for those who are watching this who are not Black or not people of color, and you have some sort of thought I think you need to think about the thought that you had and ask yourself a question like, am I racist? I know that sounds really harsh, but you have to ask yourself, why would I be offended about that? And with the Annie situation now, would you be offended? Are you okay with Cleopatra being white? Are you okay with them whitewashing Samson? You know what I mean? Like, think about these things. That's why we're having this conversation. Like, am I having these thoughts because there's something deeper going on? And for those people of color, am I aware of what's going on, or am I brainwashed, or have we whitewashed so much that I'm not even aware of what's going on? It's like, okay, cool, that's fine. I'm not even gonna get into it.
And as Black people, we're gonna continue to fight for what we want. I mean, that's just who we are. We've had to fight. We're not going anywhere. As you can see, we're strong people.
Couldn't stamp us out.
Could not stamp us out, and so we're here to stay. And for those who feel we fight for everything or whatever that conversation was. That's just who we are. We're fighters.
Kind of had to. We fought to not be taken from our villages.
Right.
We fought to not be put in cages. We fought to not come over on ships. We literally jumped off the ships and drowned.
Yes.
Yeah, we fought not to be put on an auction block. So, I mean, the fight is in us. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry, it's just part of who we are. We fought. We have moments now we don't fight. We enjoy it. We're grateful. Thank you, to our ancestors and to our forefathers and to the people that came before us who opened up the door for Holly to play this part. Halle. Sorry, I keep saying Halle Berry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Halle Bailey.
It's Halle Bailey. And I realized that after when she started talking, I said, oh man, I put it out there.
That's why I make sure I said it. But that's okay. It happens.
Yeah, it does sometimes. But yeah, so it's
we opened our ancestors paved the way. That fight is what got us where we are. That fight also got a lot of you guys where you are. Those who are not people of color.
True.
Our fight,
True. Especially women. That's why I said that. That's why I said that earlier, because the women's rights movement was on the back of our Black rights movement. That's always been the way. So I know it might feel like you don't have your time, your chance, but the reason why you get what you do get as a woman, the respect that you get because we stood up.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, we stand up, we speak out, and then we speak out hopefully loud enough, things change, and it's better for everybody.
That's what I was about to say. We want everyone to get up. Can we all get
because we're very inclusive people.
Yeah,
we're not the ones who invade territories and kill and murder
and change names.
That's not our nation. A meme mug after you said that. That's great. I just want a meme mug because I'm just like, we don't invade.
We don't. We pretty much mind our business unless we
unless you mess with us in our family,
and that's us as a people. That's a blanket. You look at us. Don't just look at one situation that you or someone has experienced and color us all that way.
Right.
But yeah, as a people, we really kind of mind our business, and then people come into our culture and want to mimic our hair, mimic our lips,
mimic our music,
or tell us what we can and cannot do and wear,
and then mimic our clothes,
and then take it as their own, or our music. And so
the white woman was wearing.
So in other words, things have always been taken from us.
Yeah.
So we have no choice. And we are creative.
Bad people.
Oh my goodness.
We're so proud.
We are.
We're not gonna not be proud, right?
No, we're proud. And so we're so used to people taking from us. So if you're in a place where you've always been, it's been taken from you, you are always on the defense in a way, in a sense. You're always defending. You can never be all the way at ease in Zion. Because this is not Zion for us.
No,
this is not freedom for us. If it really was, again, with our brothers getting killed in the street, if it was freedom in Zion, the cops would have there would be different outcomes to the court cases and stuff. So no, we still have to be kind of like watching and on edge and defend and be ready to defend. And I'm sorry, white people or Caucasian people or other people who do not fall into that category as well. We don't mean to paint you also with a broad brush. We know some lovely people that we absolutely adore.
They're like family.
They are like family, and we ain't talking about one or two.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We do. We grew
up around a lot.
We did. I mean, we played ball with them. We went to school. I mean, with you guys. And so predominantly white schools, predominantly white everything. So we are not coming from the perspective of we don't we hate all white people, or we think all white people are a certain type of way. That's not what we're saying. We're talking about as a whole in our culture. We're talking about what we see, what's put in front of us, on TV.
That's the perfect way to explain it.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with right here. We're not talking about every single person because everybody's different.
And to be real, I go back to Tribe Talk, right?
Yeah.
This is what we're giving you a peek into what girlfriends, true friends, we have to talk about these topics because this is our foundation.
Yep.
This is what we come back to. This is our place of safety.
Yeah.
Did you experience this? We were talking the other day after another show, and I was like, y'all, this week somebody walked up to me and said this. I mean, so those are conversations. We're just putting it out on this platform, of course.
That's what Tribe Talk is about.
And go and have these same convos with others.
Yeah. I think take advantage of what you hear.
Yeah.
We do have these candid conversations because you know, we're not always comfortable to have these, like, people in general aren't always comfortable to have these conversations and share their true feelings and their true experiences because they may be afraid that they're going to get attacked.
Right.
Or they may be afraid they're going to get judged and all that. But no, take advantage of being able to, like, get inside a real conversation with beautiful Black women who are just trying to be honest and share, and like we want to empower and we want to educate, and education is not just from a book. Like, we're educating you on our experiences and what it's like to be a Black woman in America, because that's just who we are. Not to always, and I know we had mentioned this before, not to always just like throw that in your face, but that is our point of view. That's our perspective.
We don't want to be just, we're talking heads and we don't have we don't interact with you guys, and we don't take your perspective into consideration. We want that. That is the whole point. When we talk, we don't always be on the same page. We don't always have the same exact response, you know, within our dialogues, because with so many age differences are the way they are. But what's so beautiful about it is, because we do talk from our different perspectives as well, we come to a conclusion, an agreement, an understanding, something at the end of it, and it's productive. So same thing, when we're having this conversation with you guys, we want you to chime in, we want you to comment, we read the comment, we respond, we want you to communicate with us, because maybe you have another perspective. You may be a brown girl in America, and your perspective is totally different from us. We're from the South. You know, we're from North Carolina. So, you know, we have a perspective that maybe a Black girl from California doesn't have, you know, or from New York or from Alaska. So I'm saying, you know, so we're just here to start the dialogue. We're just here to kind of spark it,
and we can learn something from you as well. You know, we learn from each other, and that's the point. We learn from each other. We can learn from you, and you can educate us on something that we would have never thought of. Like, you see it that way. You never thought about that. I'll take that in, because in the end, we get along better. You know what I'm saying? That the idea is for us to work together more as a unit, as people, as women, as a tribe, instead of us being so separate in our own corners with our own opinions. And so even with this, like, how do you feel about Recoloring America? Are you comfortable? Are you not comfortable? Do you disagree with everything that we've said today? Because you have a right to your opinion. Even the people that we disagree with, even the racists, unfortunately, they have a right to their opinion. I said it is unfortunate because it's terrible. But you have a right to it, and I want to know what it is. They want to know what it is, so that, you know, we can bounce off of each other.
And I think that's the way we can, if we can ever solve this racial issue. You know, that's the only way to do it. We have to sit down and talk about it. We have to listen. We have to be willing to say, like I said, the other perspective is, you know, why don't you do your own thing? Because that's my thing. You're taking my childhood. You know, that's another perspective, and we wanted to present that to say that we get it. We get that perspective. You know what I'm saying?
If somebody was to take that idea and say, "Hey, we're gonna create our own," right? I wonder if the other end of the spectrum would feel like left out, feel that we're being racist.
I'm sure, because it always comes up.
Right.
Every time we create our own,
it's like, you guys are leaving us out. You doing the same thing that you didn't want us to do.
It always happens. Somebody's always feeling left out. Somebody's always feeling neglected, you know, and especially if with the way we see it, the way I see it, if you are of the Caucasian persuasion, you seem to feel as though you have to be in everything. Because you don't.
Because they're used to.
But get it. You've been trained that way. You've been, you know, reared that way. You've been educated that way. When we go to history class, history is about your history more than it's about anybody else's history in America. So you can't help but have that perspective or take until somebody brings it to your attention.
Right.
So yeah, they do seem like we do feel left out. If we're doing something over in our own little corner, in our own little world, you want to come in and, you know, be a part of it.
But some things are just not. I'm just gonna say some things are just not for everybody.
That's good.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I mean, some things, and we're we're empathetic, meaning we, like Trevor said, we get where you're coming from. Human nature, we want to connect, we want to be accepted. But let people have their moment.
Yeah.
Let them have their time. That's just like if someone's really upset and grieving or going through something.
Right.
Let them go in the corner and have their moment. It doesn't mean they don't want to be around you. They don't love you.
Right.
But they just need that time for grounding.
Yeah.
And sometimes we need that time to reconnect.
Yeah.
And remember,
It doesn't mean that we're a hate
Yeah.
group. It doesn't mean we're planning anything horrible. We just need time to have that moment. I've gone to events where, you know, it's pretty much a mainly Black event. And you've just seen other races or cultures come in and just feel extremely comfortable. We're talking about things that we deal with. And again, it was open to the public, but I, in myself, I'm probably put this out here. I just felt like, give us a moment. You know, there's certain things we need to say amongst each other as brothers and sisters.
Like that.
Like
Yeah.
family.
As family.
Yeah.
But we don't want so-called outsiders.
Especially the
that sounds
outsider was
harsh.
once our
But it's the
oppressor.
truth,
Yeah.
If they were once our oppressor. You actually, when you, I'm not going to tell you that part. I'm going to give you, more power to the ones that want to do that. But you can affect the conversation that we're having amongst each other when you're in the room.
Yeah.
And I want to say that for the Black leaders and Black people that are having these organizations, these meetings, and you're letting everybody in, you're not getting a genuine, you're not having the discussion that you would have
That's good.
if they weren't in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
So don't
There's
don't
always a
open-
persuasion.
That's it.
There's always a persuasion,
Yeah.
depending on who's in the room, and just know who's in the room, because they could always have the ear of someone else. Again, we're in America, so we're supposed to be open, but just give people a moment. Let them have what they need to have to get themselves together. We've always had to gather ourselves.
Always.
We never, in history, we weren't just given land and given these things, So not to play the victim, like Trinetta said in our show last week, it is what it is. We have to work twice as hard, get over it and do it. And we understand that, but give us a moment.
That's
Let us
right.
get ourselves together.
Since we have to do it.
Since we have to do it.
Prepare for it.
Yeah.
I want to say something because I'm, like I said, I'm a big fan of the girls, Hallie Bailey, Chloe and Hallie and Bailey. Grownish, the very good show, spin off of Blackish, and the most recent episode was an episode sort of about appropriation, culture appropriation, culture vultures. Millennials been called them.
Y'all are called cultural vultures?
No, millennials call people who appropriate Black culture culture vultures. So, because that's what it is. But it was kind of about that.
Yeah.
Like, some things are meant to be for us. And Diggy Simmons is a character on the show. And there was a friend, and I'm just going to give you a brief overview so you know what I'm talking about. So there's one of their friends, a part of the group in college, and he is not Black, but he seems to act Black. Let's do that. And he's like doing the wave cap, the wave. Y'all, if y'all know what a do-rag is, and that's how you know.
Just don't know.
Yeah, he put a do-rag on. He ain't got the kind of hair that need a do-rag for his waves, and he's going in the wave competition, and he's speaking like people in Black culture and hip-hop and all of this stuff, like rapping, saying the N-word when the N-word come on in the song, because you're not supposed to do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Just because it's in the song doesn't mean you have a right to say it. So he's doing all of that. Long story short, Diggy's upset the whole episode. He's trying to get his friends to understand, like, he's trying to act Black, and I don't appreciate that as a Black man, because there's a lot to being Black other than just what you see out here. So when you try to mimic being Black, but you're not taking on the whole responsibility of being Black, he's like, it's okay for you to admire us, and it's okay for you to want to, participate in some of the festivities of the culture, basically, because we don't. Yeah. And he says that, he's like, we're pretty dope. Being Black is such a responsibility. Like, let us have that reward of having some things to ourselves. Like, and if you can't understand that, then you probably need to do some thinking. But that's basically what she's saying. Like, some things are just for us. Like,
and we need that moment. Think about a child, not that we're your child, but think about somebody who if your child hurt, give them a moment. They're having temper tantrum, give them a moment. And not that we're having temper tantrums. That's not my point.
Take it out of context.
In different moments of life, or points of life, there are things that happen, and we need to just have those moments.
Yeah.
Just give it to us.
Let us have it.
Yeah.
And so right now, let us have Ariel.
Yeah.
Because you had her for years, and you still have her. The original is a white mermaid.
So go watch that one.
Yeah.
Panther beat, but I'm just saying, people really hating on that, especially from DC. You are, I saw it. Yeah, you were.
DC.
Y'all were hating it real bad.
Not watching.
They was trying to. No, I'm not watching.
Okay, just make sure they understood.
I was like,
no. She meant the other is Marvel and then DC
industry, and they're paying attention. you're going to see a lot more recoloring of America
Yes.
because, again, our money spends well in America.
We do spend a lot
and
of
if
money.
if we take our money, if we take y'all seriously, and we take our money out of America crashes.
It will. We're the biggest spenders.
So I just need you to respect us a little bit more because we're part of this economy. We built it. But I'm being
Picture this
silly,
as a
okay?
conversation that you have with your spouse or your best friend when they effing up. Because y'all effing up America. Yes, you about to start cussing.
I mean, you want to get a sneak peek. Try to talk is what
I'm
we do.
just saying, so picture a conversation that you would have with your spouse or with a best friend or with a sister when they just all the way out.
Nice. I'm just giving giving them some love too, showing them some love. There's some people that really want to really say some things, and I'm just representing you sometimes.
Yeah.
And then other times I'm gonna represent the other end, because we calm down sometimes.
Yeah.
So but at this moment, just be real. I just want y'all to stop being. You guys are blind, or you're just playing us. It's one or the other. Either you are asleep or you playing us.
Yeah.
And I want you to wake up and tell the truth.
Yeah.
Because I can respect you more.
Yeah.
I can actually respect what I can respect about a bigot is that at least they're speaking the truth.
Bigot.
Yeah, you see them for what they are.
I don't
You
like
know
you.
what you're dealing with.
Yeah, but I don't want it being with you if you're like that. So I want that separatist mentality. You know what I'm saying?
And
I
the
respect
bigots
that.
are loud these days.
They really are.
Because their leader is loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now that they got a new leader and the leader is loud, the bigots are. And so our eyes are wide open. We know.
Wide open.
We see you.
know.
I'm
We
glad. I'm glad. I know, because you can stay over there. I don't mind. I mean, I ain't got to speak. We ain't got to be in the same room. I mean, we can be in the same room. We ain't even got no in the same room.
Don't mess with my money though. So stay over there until you start messing with my stuff. Like
Right.
y'all messing with Hallie's money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Hallie money, your money?
No, but,
Anyway,
but she's a reflection
Well,
of
if Hallie be right with her money.
So
So
you're
you're
saying
saying
right with her money.
Right, and so on that level, but if you take that and break it down to every day, that can still happen. So they
That can still happen.
Right,
It's just a glorified example
Right.
of what happens in our lives on the day to day.
That's good.
yeah.
And it's real. Like I said, like I've had conversations with people. If I were to be the everyday version of Hallie, and the other girls would be white girls would be the everyday version of these people online. Like I've had conversations where they just kind of like, they don't want you to get ahead. They don't want you to have that management position. They don't want you to, be in the, have the boss's ear. They don't want you on that level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to because that's their spot.
Yeah.
That's what they're used to. They're used to privilege. They're not used to us having any privilege.
Or they're good with you having it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't move above them.
Yeah, we can be on the
We can be on the same level, and they seem, and in that time they seem very they're your friend, and we're all on the same page,
Okay.
and the girl, we all together,
Yeah.
but once we get elevated, once we go beyond where they think we should be. That's when the issue is.
Yes.
Right.
So sometimes it's just we're on the same page. As long as we going through life like this, we good. So when we get a little bit more, affirmative. So then that's when it changes. And I'm tired of it. I just want people to be honest.
Yeah.
No, I worked for it. She fits the part.
Yeah.
She fits it, and even her look.
She does. She actually.
Everything about her is Ariel.
Yeah. So she fits the part. So give it. I mean, she. No, I'm a super. You are. Yeah, that's
okay.
Just so you know, Hallie, I'm a super fan.
But something Beyonce said, who was Hallie's mentor,
Yeah.
Hallie's mentor, she said, always stay gracious, your best revenge is your paper.
Right.
And so at the end of the day, and that could be the purpose behind why they're attacking her, because they know that eventually they could affect her paper. But when
She
you got
hasn't
your
done
own
anything.
paper like Tyler Perry, you got your own, you can't be affected
And Hallie has not reacted.
at all.
And I love you for that. I mean, you good, girl, because you clearly, we ain't reacting for you. But no, always stay gracious, best revenge is your
your best
paper.
revenge
She's
is your
being very
paper.
gracious
Yeah.
about this, because she could have easily gotten on YouTube, we on YouTube, hurts.
My question is
Yeah.
why? Why make the statement? You already got the job.
You got the role.
You got the role.
You didn't need any America's validation. Disney validated you, and it's their movie.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, that's what Beyonce said, but Cardi B said, "Whatever you do, sis, keep it cute, sis." Y'all remember that? Y'all don't know that song. It's new.
Sorry, don't.
Which.
Yes.
Yes.
We're chiming into our Facebook crowd
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of Hallie
Yeah.
for one getting the role, for not showing her butt when portions
Showing
of America
is,
wanted to show its ASS.
Yes.
I'm mad, man. I mean, most of y'all grown probably, so like it's a non-stop battle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Recoloring America is gonna be a lot of work. You know, and it, like we said.
So I don't think the work has to be taken on. You know, when we hear a lot of work, we think, oh my God. So we break it down every day. I think it's just the awareness of what's going on, and then you break down. Okay, this is how I can apply it to my life. When someone comes for me at work, when I'm just I'm grinding, I got the promotion, or I got the position, and then you're gonna say, well, gosh, she always, whatever the case is, break it down to your everyday, and fight it that way. The revolution will not be televised.
What y'all like how there's always something to go with, like a song. But it's real because a lot of these things come from real life experiences, just like this conversation. And so Recoloring America, like you said, is an everyday thing. It's not just in Hollywood. It's in your day-to-day life. It's at work. It's in our families. It's in whatever like your social circle is, you know. It's economic circles. It's everywhere, you know. And I don't think we should be ashamed of our roles and our parts to play. I think we should be proud. Speaking directly to Black people and people of color. And those coming into America that feel like they don't belong and they're not wanted, I understand why you're trying to come over here. I get it, but understand that, you know, we don't have anything to be ashamed of. We have power, we have magic, we have influence, culture vultures, you know, we have all of that. And so let's stand on it and let's help each other out. Let's educate each other. Let's empower each other.
Let's make that American flag really mean something.
Let's
make this song, this you know, this Pledge of Allegiance really mean something. This is the land of the free, and this is everybody's equal. Then let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's just stop talking
and
about
do it unapologetically. That's what we do at Tribe Talk. So I have a question. So we're at the end of our show. So what other topics, YouTube and as well as Facebook, would you all like for us to talk about? Let us know. Put it in the comments. We want to talk about things that are important to you all as well. And again, like Trinetta said earlier, it's not about us just talking. It's a conversation. It's a dialogue. Even after live, we can always come back in the comments and address. And we want to spark that conversation. So let us know. What can we, you know, partner with you and talk about? Also, happy birthday to Tiffany!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Doesn't make much sense. I'm just kidding. We good.
Oh my
God. So how old are you? Okay, we're not gonna go there.
I don't care.
I know, right?
I'm 31.
She's 31 looking like 16.
She's a baby.
16. Oh no, that's not an appropriate song for that. That's kind of sad. Song's kind of sad.
Okay, so
random.
Today we're kind of random. We had
Get a shot.
We had a blast today. I mean, I'm not good with this Facebook stuff. So we're on Facebook.
We're on YouTube
and Facebook. Hi guys. But we were just speaking candidly, freely. And we had a blast today.
Y'all really give us some topics.
Give us topics. And come visit us, Facebook friends. Come
on YouTube. We
love you.
Have fun.
Yes, we love you guys.
I wish y'all could see us after the show goes off. That's when all the fun stuff.
Hey, that means you'll just have to hang out with us. Come to our next event.
That's right.
And we'll be able to get some one-on-one attention.
That's right.
One-on-one time, and you just see how we vibe. With our other tribe, the extension of us. With our other tribe.
We love y'all.
We love you guys.
We love y'all.
Yes.
So thank you all for tuning in to today's show. Stay tuned to next Saturday's show on Skyhawk Radio and Spreaker as we chat with two inspirational women whose mission is to help lead other women into victory and success.
Yes, and you can listen to future shows Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Spreaker and Skyhawk Radio every other week, and YouTube Live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every other week. How you can contact us, just contact us at tribetalkradioshow.com or on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Tribe Talk Radio Show.
No matter your perspective, we got you. No matter your background, we've got you. Unapologetically holding you down. Tribe Talk. We got you.
We got you.
Bye.